Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm really excited because we are getting in preparation for the Sephora Vib sale, which is coming up for Rouge starting Friday. November 5th, I believe, is the date, and I'll have the other dates down below for when Vib starts and for Beauty Insider. But this is one of my favorite times of the year to stock up on some new stuff and some of my favorites, and I always love to give some of my recommendations. So I wanted to do a top 20 Sephora Vib sale must-haves from me, some of my favorite products I think are worth picking up during this event. So let's go ahead and get started. So first thing I want to start off with is a couple foundations. I think a foundation is always something that I like to grab during the Vib sale to try either something new or something I've been lusting after. So I have two that I wanted to speak about today. First being the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric. This is an oldie, but it's such a goodie. I recently got mine earlier this year on a deal, and I hadn't had it for so long, and I recently fell back in love with this foundation. It's so beautiful on the skin. If you guys have oily skin, that is what I have, and these recommendations are probably better suited for that skin type, oily or a combo. Probably not great for dry skin because these might dry you out a bit, but for me, they last all day. So this is my go-to kind of full coverage. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful on the skin. It lasts all day and looks perfect all day long. I can't get enough. So I have, this is my self-tan shade, so I have the number 5 in this one. So it's a little bit deeper than what I am right now, but you guys need to try this, especially with oily skin. I know this brand is really expensive, so it's nice to get that extra 20 on top. Another one that's actually new that I wanted to include, so I tried to include a mixture of some older favorites and some new ones, and this is a foundation I tried out recently, and I think it's really good. I would definitely recommend trying it, especially for oily skin, and this is from the brand Lawless. I get along with most of the Lawless products. There's nothing I really hated that I tried from the brand, and this is no different. So this is the Conceal the Deal Long Wear Full Coverage Foundation. I'm all about the full coverage. I know this year it's been a trend to do skin tints and tinted moisturizers, but for my skin, what I need is full coverage, and I just love the look of a flawless face. So that is why this really works well. It doesn't dry down too matte, but you can definitely mattify it even more with powder. I did like a wear test with this one, and it lasted all day. I went to a wedding with it, literally probably 12 hours of wear, so it holds up really nice on oily skin. This is in the shade Champagne for me, and that's pretty good for me. It's also self-setting, so I guess you don't technically need to use a powder, but if you're oily, you probably want a powder as well. But this is a new one that I think is pretty good and would recommend. Next up, we have a concealer, and I had to pick my NARS because I use this literally almost every day. If you guys struggle with acne and blemishes, this is a great kind of cover up concealer. It is in a pot. I usually just dip my fingers in and apply it, or you could use a brush, but this is insane coverage, so it's gonna cover up any of those spots that you want to hide. So it's really great if you have a stubborn pimple, and it sets well under pretty much every single foundation. If you want to use this before foundation, you can also use it after. It works with pretty much everything, so this is always a go-to, and I always recommend picking it up. I might have to pick up a backup during the sale. This one I have is medium 1 custard, so I got that just to match my skin tone. I don't really use that one under the eyes though, so pretty much just for blemishes and the sun. Just started hiding behind the clouds, so this lighting is probably going to be a little all over the place today. I do have a powder recommendation as well. I am always looking for the best setting powder that's going to keep me matte all day, and this one is amazing. This is from the Patrick Star One Size brand. You guys probably heard me talk about this powder because it's just my favorite. Of everything I've tried, I'm pretty much gone with this one. If you guys can see, I have the littlest amount left. I'm definitely going to be picking up a backup during this sale, but this has just worked wonders for me. It smooths the skin out. It looks beautiful with every foundation, and it holds it up for hours. So keeps me matte. That's what's important. The packaging's really cute too. I love the lettering. It almost reminds me of balloon letters. It's so cute. I just have the translucent. He does have a medium deep shade as well, but I would definitely recommend picking this one up. It's mid-range. It's not even super high end. but the One Size brand, I don't see having sales that much like on their site. So for the extra 20, I would go for this. It's really, really good. Next up, I do have a new favorite bronzer that I've just been loving. Now this is definitely more of my self-tan shade, but I've been liking darker bronzers lately. I feel like I haven't been reaching for my super light, like cool toned ones, and I just love a lot of warmth to the cheeks, and this one is great. When this first came out, everyone was raving about it. It was sold out for so long, and I believe it is back in stock, so I would definitely snatch this up. But this is by the brand LYS Love Yourself. Pretty new on Sephora, I think this year, and this is their No Limits matte bronzer. I have the shade Harmony Medium, so this one is on the deeper side, so I can even go a little bit lighter, but I just really love the color of this one. I love how it sits on the skin. It's easy to blend. I always have issues with bronzers, and this one is so easy to use. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you, but this is the Harmony shade. As you can see, it does run kind of medium neutral colored. I would say it adds a little bit of warmth to the skin, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's really well priced as well, like in the $20 range. I believe this brand is pretty inexpensive. I've been wanting to try like their new highlight line. Let me know if you guys have, but this brand has some great stuff, but I would definitely recommend their bronzer. And then I wanted to get into some blushes. So one of my go-to cream blushes, pretty much most of these are creams because that's what I've been gravitating towards. I love a bright baby doll pink cheek lately. This is what I use a lot. This is Tower 28 Beach Please Cream Blush in Magic Hour. The perfect baby doll pink, and it's a great formula. So this is what it looks like. This does add a little bit of glow to the skin, but not much. It works with pretty much all of my foundations, and it works well over powder. It doesn't patch up or remove my foundation, so that's always important in a cream bronzer. But the color of this is just absolutely perfect. My everyday kind of shade. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Pretty much all of these are good. I need to pick up another color, so let me know if you guys have any recommendations, but Magic Hour is definitely my top pick, shade wise and also formula wise. A brand that I really fell in love with this year, so you'll probably see a lot of favorites from them in this video, but Patrick Ta. I have such a love for his makeup. He comes out with things not like super often, so it's really nice. I feel like when he puts a new launch out, it's like well thought, it's not super rushed, and it just performs so well. So this is probably going to be sold out, but I'm going to mention it anyway. This is the Major Headlines blush palette that recently just launched. Oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with the Patrick Ta cream and like blush duos. They're so good. My favorite is She's So LA. I have literally every single color, but I had to get the blush palette too. This is perfect even if you have those shades already, like the original that came out. These colors are different. They did look a little bit similar to me when I first saw the photos, but trying them out, these are very bright, punchy blushes. So you definitely have to enjoy a bright blush to wear this. I'm pretty fair, and I do use all these bright colors. I love it. I love a bright pink cheek. Like I mentioned, I actually have this one on today, which I believe is She's Baked. So pretty. But this pink though, oh my gosh, gorgeous. You guys need to try this out. It's such a great formulation. I do use the powder first and then the cream to add just a little bit of glow into the skin, but these are just incredible, and they work so well over any foundation as well, which is always important. So hopefully this will be back in stock during the sale, but it's been going in and out of stock, and I know that they kind of take a while to restock things. Like I know on at least their website, the Patrick Ta website, the eyeshadow palette has been sold out for a while and hasn't restocked, so I don't know how fast they can restock on Sephora, but if you guys see this, definitely snatch it up. Let me go over a few more palettes while we're here. So these are actually eye palettes. So I had to recommend the new Pat McGrath Holiday palette. I am really impressed with this one. This one is the Mothership Celestial Odyssey. It's cheaper than her other ones because it does have cardboard packaging, but she still did an awesome job with it. It is really big. As you guys can see, there's a lot of shades in here and a nice big mirror. So I like that she did the cheaper price point, and you can save even more with the additional 20% off. I've been using this one quite a bit, and I really, really love it. I didn't really care for last year's holiday palette because there's just a lot of glittery shades and I felt like the glitters needed glitter glue. They weren't sticking on their own. This one is more metallics. It doesn't have much of those kind of chunky glitters in there. So some people don't like that because it doesn't have like some of her special shades, as people like to call it, with the glitter toppers and stuff like that. But these are beautiful, gorgeous metallics that have so much pigmentation. The quality is amazing. I love the mattes that she picked in here. There's 4 mattes. There's some pinky tones. It does have a darker one for the outer corner. You guys know I always love a dark brown in my outer corner. So I just feel like I could do so much with this palette and get a lot of use out of it and do so many looks, whether it's neutral or colorful. I am really pleased. So I would definitely recommend the new holiday eyeshadow palette if you guys are shopping VIB sale. I know Pat McGrath just did a huge site-wide sale. I think it might be still going on. It's 30% off, but this holiday collection is not included. So far, that will be the best deal on the Pat McGrath holiday is the Sephora sale. Another one that's actually kind of shocking, because when I initially reviewed this, I wasn't like in love as I thought I would be, but I took this with me to Hawaii. I've been using it so much and I've just loved all the looks I get with this one, and it's the Natasha Denona Retro palette. So I would definitely say this is a must-have because it's beautiful. If you guys want natural rosy looks, this is the palette for you. Some of the shades do look a little bit similar on the eyes, so yes, some of your looks can look a little repetitive, but you guys, every time I wear this, I'm getting constant compliments from you guys wondering what I have on. I wish I could build up a little more depth with it, but it's very natural. Like, this shade is a cream to powder, so it doesn't build up as much pigment as like a normal powder shadow would, but it blends out really beautifully, and I just create such soft, like, romantic looks with this palette. I think it's going to be so pretty from the winter season into even like Valentine's Day and stuff like that. It is a stunner, so I definitely would recommend the Retro. I've been using this one so much. It's a beauty. I did have to mention, again from Patrick Ta, I have to mention the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette if this is in stock. I don't know if it is sold out on Sephora or not, but you guys know I really love this just for an everyday neutral palette, and it looks kind of boring in the pan, but these are like my everyday kind of colors. And what's really interesting with this one, it actually has 2 cream shades here, which are beautiful layered on the eyes, so you can do your cream base, you can add your matte over top of it, and it blends great. The mattes in here are just like, oh my gosh, so soft and smooth. They blend so easily on the eyes. Amazing pigmentation. The shimmers though are more of like a glittery type formula, so it's going to give you some soft glittery looks. You don't need a glitter glue though. They are really beautiful. I feel like I've gotten a ton of use out of this eyeshadow palette. Just great everyday neutrals you could wear from work to the night out. It just works for everything. So I think this definitely is a must-have. As you can see, I put some pretty pricey palettes in this video because it is nice to save that extra 20% when it is such an expensive palette, but I know it is pricey, but the quality has been amazing on these palettes from Pat McGrath, Natasha, and Patrick Ta. So I do love some luxury eyeshadow palettes, I must say, but this one is so good. Definitely recommend. Back into some more face products, I do want to mention this highlight from Makeup by Mario. Actually, this whole brand in general, if you guys haven't had a chance to pick up anything yet, this is the perfect time. They have some great, just well-rounded products. I have pretty much everything from their bronzer, the cream bronzer, the powder bronzer, the blushes, the highlight, and I definitely plan on getting some of the lipsticks during this sale, but I've been really enjoying this highlighter. The Soft Glow highlight in the shade Pearl is a stunner. She is so beautiful, so smooth. It offers just a really nice, I would say this is more of a natural highlight, but you can definitely make it more beaming, but I love a natural glow these days. Nothing too over the top, so this is absolutely perfect for me. So I definitely recommend trying out his line, especially the highlighters are so good. Probably my second favorite is the blushes, but he has a really great selection. I also have a favorite brow product, and this one is from Kosas. I don't know what it is with this brow gel, but it has just become my favorite. I'm definitely going to be picking up a backup during the sale. But I still need to try out the pencil from them. I've only tried the gel, but I've just been so impressed, and the packaging is so fun. How it's like this see-through pink packaging. It's called the Air Brow. It does add a little bit of fibers, but it really does thicken up the brows, sets them in place, and just does everything I need. I don't even need to use an eyebrow pencil with this, but I still do want to try out theirs. But I have the shade Taupe, and I would definitely recommend. I don't know what it is about this, but it just looks so natural, and it's kind of like an all-in-one thing. Super easy to use. It gets your brows done in like 30 seconds. It's so quick. I do have a few lip products. I am such a lip junkie, so I had to have 3 because there's been so many good things that have come out. If you guys have not tried the Too Faced Lady Bold lipsticks, you are missing out. No one is talking about them, but they are so good. Such a good formula, and this shade is everything. The packaging is really cute too. They say Lady Bold, and then they have the little Too Faced heart. So I have the shade I'm Thriving, and this shade is everything. Even the lipstick itself is like a little heart. These have insane pigmentation. They're like a satin finish, so they're not like super glossy or anything, but they're definitely creamy on the lips. Such a good formula. I really want to try a couple more shades, but I definitely recommend the I'm Thriving if you guys like pinky neutrals like me. This is just the best everyday kind of color. Amazing formula. And another one that I've really been loving is from Huda Beauty. I really like their lip products, and this is the cream lipstick from them. This is in the shade Buttercup, another favorite color for me. This one is a little bit lighter, so this is going to be like your super light nude look. It's gorgeous, especially if you don't like the super light, cool lips like that. You can definitely pair it with a lip liner, but I love the look. I don't know, it just looks so pretty to me. These have a little bit more sheen to them than the Too Faced do. Very creamy. It's almost like you have a little bit of gloss on with it, but love the formula of these. And then lastly, I had to mention the Lawless Forget the Filler lip glosses. I just bought mine, I think, during the last VIB sale, and they've come out with some new like colorful ones. So I have the shade Daisy Pink. These really do make your lips look huge, like you're wearing lip plumper. It's insane. I'll put a little bit on now. They're just like thick. I think it's the thickness that makes them look really plump, but you guys will see here. Looks so good. It fills in like any wrinkles or lines or anything. And they smell really good too. So this just offers a little bit of a pink color, not much by any means. I might pick up another color during the sale. That's what it looks like swatch. So just a little bit of sheen, but so glossy, but not sticky. It is a thicker formula though, but I love these. So good. If you guys want a plumper lip look. I do want to mention one skincare product. This is probably my favorite. I love this, especially for daytime, but it's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Drops. I love these drops, especially on like a no makeup day. These make your skin look so plump, so glowy, so moisturized. I love the Glow Recipe brand, and these smell amazing, but I just really like these even as like a under makeup primer too. I'll go ahead and just like show you guys what it looks like. But as you can see, it's kind of like a gel formula, and it's just really going to plump up the skin and give it that beautiful glow. So this has definitely been a favorite for me. I just love how it makes my skin look, so I had to mention that one. For skincare, it was really hard. I just picked one skincare item, but I've been really bad with my skincare, and I haven't been dedicating as much time to trying my skincare out as I should be. And then I had to pick a perfume, which was also really hard. I kind of wanted to do a favorite perfumes for fall, but I've kind of gotten behind on that. But I had to mention this scent. It's probably my top favorite right now, especially for fall and winter. And if you guys love vanilla scents, this is a must-have. This is by the brand The 7 Virtues. And while I'm speaking about this, I would also recommend any of the Sephora perfume sampler sets. I always recommend those, especially during the VIB sale, because you get to try out like 7 to 10 different perfumes in the little sample size and redeem for a full size, and it's already discounted in the set, so you're already getting a good deal. That is how I got this one. I think it was the clean perfume set or natural perfume set. I don't know. I'll link it down below, but that is how I got this one, and I think it was like 60 bucks. Amazing deal. The main ingredient in this perfume is vanilla essential oil, so it's really going to stick onto the skin. I'm going to spray some now, but this is such a beautiful vanilla. Oh my gosh, it's like a smoky vanilla. So if you guys actually like a Bonfire Bash from Bath & Body Works, this is kind of like that, but like way longer lasting, just deeper and more gorgeous. It's not super smoky or anything like that, but it's just a deep, gorgeous vanilla. It also says this vanilla essential oil is supposed to be good for alleviating stress. It's supposed to be calming and soothing the overworked. So I love that. I think the packaging is beautiful on this, but Oh my gosh, this perfume you guys have to try. Oh, yum, I could smell this all day. All right, I did want to mention a candle because Jackie Aina's Forever Mood candle brand now sells at Sephora. So this is one of my favorite candles from the line. She has the most beautiful packaging, and this one is caked up. Oh my gosh, this scent is amazing. I think they sell this one in store as well. I need to try more of her scents. I just bought the original 4 scents that came out in her box set when she just launched, and if you guys like a pistachio kind of ice cream scent, that is what this reminds me of. It's very nutty, but also sweet and creamy. Absolutely gorgeous. These have a pretty decent throw on them too, but I think she did such a good job on this candle line, and it doesn't really hardly ever go on sale, so I would definitely recommend picking one up during the VIB sale, especially if you like my kind of scents, Sweet Gourmands. You will love the caked up candle. It's by far my favorite one. So delicious. This one, let's see, how many ounces is this? This is a 10-ounce candle. Last but not least, I know I've been going through these things quickly. I had to recommend my T3 curling iron. This is very pricey, so it's always nice to get a discount if you can. But I always get comments on my hair, what I use for it, how it stays very healthy, shiny, and how I keep my curls lasting, and it's definitely this. So this is their wave wand. I love curling wands. I just feel like it's so easy to curl. My hair doesn't get like stuck in the clip or anything like that. I just love wrapping it around. I feel like it's fast. This one kind of goes from bigger to smaller, so you get that really pretty wave, and these are so good. They are worth the price to me because they really are a nice quality. Like, my curls actually last. I could wake up and still have curly hair the next day, which is unusual for me because my hair is kind of fine in texture, so it doesn't like to hold the curl as well, but this is such a game changer. Definitely the best curling iron, curling rod that I have ever used. So like I said, if you could save 20%, I definitely think it's worth checking this one out. This is definitely my favorite. I've tried the like 1 1/4 inch barrel, and that one is just too big. This one gives me the perfect nice wave. It gives me somewhat of a tighter curl, so I just think this is perfect. Everything I've been looking for. I would definitely recommend this one over their other irons. I also use their flat iron too. They just make great products. That's actually really good for the hair as well. I still do use heat protectant though, of course, but I highly recommend the T3. I don't even know what this is called, but I'm gonna link it down below because it's like the curling rod version, but so good. So I had this sitting out and totally forgot to mention it while I was filming. So this is one more product I would definitely recommend for the VIB sale, and it's the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. This is just their basic shower gel. I have the huge Mama Jamma size. I don't think they sell this right now. I actually got it last year during the sale, and it's lasted me so long because I use all different kinds of shower gels, but this one is definitely probably my top favorite just because I love the scent of Sol de Janeiro. It smells just like the Brazilian Boom Boom cream. It's like that pistachio and caramel, and this shower gel actually lingers on the skin. It's very moisturizing, and I just always have to have this in my collection. So it is pricey, so I always pick up one during the VIB sale, so I had to mention this also as one of my must-haves. Alright, so that is everything I wanted to include. Just a few of my favorite things from Sephora right now, things I would definitely recommend. I'm going to see if I can have my VIB sale haul up on Friday because I think I want to go in store. Hopefully I can pick up the majority in store, and then of course I will do an online order too, so I'll probably have 2 hauls up, but that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.